she'll hear herself through the.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
I'll start that up.
in that case, yeah. The stream is up. Feel free to hang up.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. I saw one person joined. I assume that's you.
Yeah, it's me. And the voices on YouTube are a little bit delayed.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a strange echo.
I can try to turn my Pine Phone's volume down here to see if that you don't hear yourself anymore. Go ahead, try talking. Okay, yeah. Anyway, how's the stream quality? Is it stable?
Yeah, it seems to be stable and clear.
Okay, good, perfect. Can you still hear yourself or no? Sure. Okay. Okay. If that's not gonna bug you, then I'll leave it alone. But otherwise, I can turn the volume a little further down. Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. So, yeah. So the game starts out with you choosing a sponsor for your colony. Combination of either a government or private sponsor is what's available. Unfortunately, in the account hack, I lost all the DLC, so this is all just the basic ones. But the only ones that were added were Brazil and Japan. I don't know if you have a preference. I can work around the difficulty of either one, so you don't have to worry about mechanics if you'd like. Yeah. Let's see. It's always good old US of A. They get a bigger rocket, and they get more money every so often, straight from NASA. Otherwise, another fairly easy one. Let's see. There's always Spacefly. If we want to roleplay a bit. Definitely won't be picking Church of the New Ark, though. They don't generate any science because they're a church. Let's see. Oh, no, it's not. It's not tied to Musk, no. Yeah. No, it's a parody. Let's see. So yeah, India's not bad too. They start with the ability to make a bigger dome than everybody else, but and their construction costs are also much cheaper. So from this list, my recommendations, yeah, would either be U.S., India, or Spacefly. Oh, alrighty. Let's see here. I'll go good old US of A. Let's see here. And then we can choose our role here. Let's grab. I think. Where is that? Inventor. That way we. Let's see. That way our drone hubs never break down. That's always nice. Let's see. This is purely cosmetic. We have a bunch of logos we can choose from. I could just go straight for the US logo. Otherwise, I could go through these fairly slowly if you wanted to pick one that you liked. Oh, yeah, that's straight from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, you want to pick that one? Alright, pick that one. Let's see, so random mystery. We won't mess with the game rules. Next. Alright, now we get to load our starting rocket. It has some stuff preloaded here as kind of a recommended, kind of like recommended settings, but we can change this stuff around. Let's see, what are they giving us that's recommended here? They're giving us a drone rover, an exploration rover, a resource transport rover, 4 drones, a bunch of advanced resources to get us started, 2 orbital probes, a drone hub so that the drones have somewhere to go, a fuel refinery, and 2 Stirling generators for some power. Let's see. I kinda want to trade something for the moisture vaporator, just in case we land somewhere that doesn't have water readily available. But we could take that chance. Let's see. So let's see. I think for the moment that we ditch the exploration rover, grab 2 moisture vaporators instead. That way, in case we land somewhere that doesn't have water, we'll have water. Yeah. Let's see. Everything else looks pretty good. We could we could dump our orbital probes for some more drones if we wanted to build stuff faster. What orbital probes do is they let you scan around the terrain faster. Well, we'll keep it as is, unless you have any objections. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't worry. No, we're going to. I'll be explaining it as we go along. Let's see. This is more. These are kind of more role-play-y questions I'm asking you right now. I can adapt the game rules around any decision we make. So, let's see. So we'll just go with this payload then. Pick a. Now we just need to pick a landing site. Let's see. So, oop, wrong joystick. That's why we're not moving. Alright, so let's see here. This location, Elysium Alpha. That's actually not a bad location to start with. It's got a bunch of resources and natural disasters are pretty low. Yeah. Unless you have a historic site you want to go to, like where Curiosity landed or something like that. Sorry, say again? Yeah, it's on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Oh, yeah. No, I'm playing the PS4 edition. We'll grab that stuff. Okay. Alright, wait for things to load here. you'll hear some stuttering in the audio. That's the game loading.
Welcome
up the
to
stream.
Mars.
Yeah. Okay. So we got this welcome splash screen. I'll give you a chance to read it. Let me know when you're done there. Yep. Okay. Alright, so first order of business is we need to pick a spot to land, and oh, well, that's nice. The first spot that's revealed has water, so we brought those moisture vaporators for they'll just be separate. They'll just be backups. Let's see. So yeah, we could take this sector to land in, or we do have 2 probes. We could scan 2 other sectors for a potential landing site. There's no wrong answer here, so if you want to, I'll ask you what you'd like to do. Oh, definitely. Oh, okay. Let's scan that area there. Let's see, so this area has metals. Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely nice and flat, and it's not too far away from that source of water and concrete that's available directly north of it. Sure, yeah, that's a good spot to land. Actually, good pick. Let's see. Let's see here. So the top one is water. The one on the left, this is concrete. We will be grabbing it out of the ground. Very technically, it's the rock components that make up concrete, but they simplify some things. So. Okay, but yeah, so let's see here. Okay, so yeah, now that we've picked a sector to land in, now we just choose the actual spot we want to land. There's not really a wrong spot to land. The smaller gray ring is where we will kick up some dust, which doesn't really matter right now. And the bigger blue hexagon is the range that we can command our drones in. So I guess it would be a good idea to land closer to the water there. Then again, we can maximize our potential build space by landing closer to the crater, like over here. Over here, delayed 5 seconds, of course. What do you think? This spot here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome. Okay, well. coming out. And our drones. Okay. They do have cute faces. Okay, so our first order of business is to set up infrastructure for a habitation dome. Since we're playing as the United States, I think we have access to 3 rockets in total. Yes, 3. So getting the rocket refueled is not necessarily a high priority, but it's something we could do. Yeah, our first order of business is to get infrastructure set up. The drones will automatically grab surface resources like these metals. Again, that will show up in about 5 seconds on your screen there. They will automatically grab surface resources that are inside the blue hexagon around the rocket. And then we just need a spot to carry it for them to bring them to. That would be a depot, which we could put right here. Right now I have time paused, which is why nothing's moving. We can also use our transport rover to grab surface resources. Kind of helps the drones or it helps us get stuff faster if we wanted. Yeah. So that's what I'm about to do with it here. Oops, didn't want to do that. I want to set up a transport route. So we'll grab all of those, and it will put it back on the pallet there. Okay. This other rover is called a commander rover, and it has its own set of drones, and we can use it to command drones outside of the radius of the rocket. Right now we don't have a real pressing need to do that, but that's what the rover does. So I'll unpause time here and let the drones get to work. The drones will also unload the advanced resources that were brought on the rocket itself. The polymers, the electronics, and machine parts. We're gathering resources to build infrastructure with the ultimate purpose, in the early game at least, to construct a habitable dome. Once we have a habitable dome, then we can bring the first humans to Mars. Yeah. The overall goal of the game, yeah, is to make a thriving Martian colony that will assist, yeah, in scientific endeavors, social development, pretty much just advance life as we know it. That's the spirit behind the game. There are plots that can happen. They're randomized, so we may get a fairly straightforward plot line. We might get a more complicated plot line, but it'll make itself known as the game progresses. There are random events that'll pop up every so often to advance the plot along. So it's kind of a hybridized kind of sandboxy game, and with a loose story attached to it. So yeah, let's see how we doing here. There's our rover picking up metal. It's already got some metal in the trunk there. So yeah, what do we got available here? Let's see. We've got our drone hub. Basic power. Bunch of resource extractors. Life support buildings. Storage stuff. And then the actual dome. The actual dome buildings. Okay. Alright. So yeah. First order of business, yes, to set up infrastructure. So the drones and the rover are getting metals, common metals. To get the concrete up here, we are going to need to put an extractor down, which we do have available here. Let's see. And it is outside of the range of the rocket to build it. That's unfortunate. Let's see here. We did build a drone hub for just this problem. Or we did bring a drone hub with us, that is. Okay. So, the rocket is not going to stay around forever. Once we refuel it, it's going to go back to Earth. So with that in mind, with the rocket gone, the drones won't have any, like, command center. So we should put that down somewhere. And that's what these drone hubs are. The radius, when we select the drone hub, is how far the drones can be commanded from the hub. So yeah, I recommend kind of placing it so that we can grab the water and the concrete with in terms of being in the range of the drones there. But we can place it anywhere that has flat terrain. So, what do you think? You mean of the concrete and the water? Okay, so we use concrete to make buildings, and we use water to keep the colonists from dying of dehydration. We also use water to help make rocket fuel later. No, the colonists are still on Earth. Yeah. Okay, so kind of put the hubs so that they're both in range, maybe like around, say, there-ish, in about 5 seconds. Okay, video should be caught up. That a good spot? Sure, I'll put it there. Okay. I selected as the commander occupation the engineer, so I think the drone hub doesn't require power, but we'll find out in a moment when the drones go and build it. Oh yeah. Yep, it's pretty close. Yeah, it's like a it's kind of like a hybrid, yeah, of like of SimCity and Civilization. That's good. That's good. And yeah, the commander occupation I selected makes it so that this doesn't need power. Good. Okay. It's self-powered. Always nice. Let's see. So, good. We got that down. Now we can put the concrete extractor. So, as long as the concrete extractor is touching the concrete deposit in some way, we can build it. The gray ring around the extractor, that's dust. Any buildings that are nearby in that radius will become corroded over time, and we'll need to repair them every so often. So, with that in mind, I usually like to put the extractor kind of like centered on the deposit to minimize the dust. But the downside to that is that we'd have to run longer power cables. So, again, no wrong answer here. More in the center, or you think closer to where our infrastructure is going to be?
I guess a little closer would be nice.
Okay. So, right about here should be showing up soon. This is about the upper limit to how far down we can place it. We can also go as high as right here in a couple seconds. So what do you think? Bias it lower?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I'll put that there. Okay. So, it's going to need power. It takes 5 power per hour. Right now, obviously, we have not built any power infrastructure. But we have a choice here. We brought with us 2 Stirling generators, which will produce 20 power each hour. Or, since we're collecting metal, we could power it with solar panels, which will give it exactly enough power, but they won't work at night, obviously. Yeah. My dad's in the chat there. Yes, there is a lower limit, and we placed it on the lower limit. So what do you think? More reliable Stirling generator, but it'll be overkill, or a solar panel, and it just won't work at night. What do you think? Stirling or solar panel?
I wouldn't do solar panel.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, personally, I was going to recommend the Stirling generator too, but like I said, at this point early in the game, no wrong answers. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see, the dust radius is outside there. We can put the Stirling right about here-ish. Yeah, right there should work. Yep, good, that's outside the range. And then we will hook it up with a power cable there. The power cable itself is invulnerable. You don't have to worry about it breaking or anything, or getting dust on it. Which is one nice thing, that cables and pipes, they're all invulnerable. Okay. we need a spot to store the concrete. So we'll make ironically, a slab of concrete to put concrete on top of. And this extractor is going to make waste rock, which will need to be put somewhere. So we'll just put a large dumping ground right next to it. Alright. And we'll let the drones go build that there. Okay. So, Stirling generator is built. Now we just need to build the power line, which I think this drone here is coming over to do. There we go. At least he built that one section. There's still that little section right there, that little wraparound. Good. Okay, so concrete extractor. It takes metals and it takes machine parts to build. And luckily we brought some machine parts with us, and the metals we have been accumulating slowly over here. Awesome. So the drones should go and build this over time. Yep. I agree, Dad. The sounds are much cooler over headphones. Let's see. I will speed up time a little bit so that the drones bring things over faster. One thing you may notice, day-night cycle, kind of alluded to with the solar panels. But one of the nice aesthetic touches here is that at night the rovers and drones, they have headlights. Yep. And yeah, the rocket itself also has some lights on the side. You can also zoom in quite far, actually. Let's see. I think we can even pan the camera a bit. Let me... Oh, that's not it.
Research complete.
Yep, there we go. Even pan the camera a bit. Oops. There. There. Glorious don't panic symbol. Yeah. Okay, so... So another thing we could be doing while the drones and infrastructure are... everything's being built, we can have our research team on Earth start looking at different technologies here to improve stuff, or to improve stuff and make our lives a little easier. So let's see, we have 5 techs available right now. An upgrade to our oxygen producers. Makes our rockets take less fuel. our drones move quicker. Our sensor towers now could be self-powered, or we can have specialist colonists perform a little better, although that's a little premature in my opinion. Again, no wrong answers here. What do you think? I can scroll between these if you want to read each one in more detail.
No power.
Yeah.
I kind of like the no power idea.
Oh, on the sensor towers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll take that one. So they'll start working on that. And let's see here. Oh, good. Our concrete extractor is up and running. Awesome. Looks like it will make 28 concrete a day. And, yeah, all good there. With its large grinder drill thing. Let's see. Great. So, we now have our basic resources being mined and produced. So the next order of business would be to get dome-specific infrastructure, like oxygen generators, water extractors, stuff like that. Let's see. So, we'll tackle the oxygen first. The good news about the oxygen generator is that we can put it pretty much anywhere, just as long as we can hook it up to power. What does your inner city planner tell you? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, nothing wrong with that approach. Let's see. That was right there, look. How's that spot look for you? Perfect. Okay. And we will... It needs to be hooked up to a power source. Luckily, we have a power source. That's always nice. Okay. We'll hook it up like that. Great. So that's our oxygen. So let's see here. So our water deposit was up here, which is fine. So we're going to need to put a extractor nearby. It makes dust, just like the concrete one. So I recommend putting it biased more towards the rocks there that are unbuildable. I guess like here in a few seconds on your screen there. Okay, it should be caught up on your end there. I recommend placing it here because the dust zone is closer towards the unbuildable hill there. Seem reasonable? Okay, we'll put that there. And it takes 5 power. So luckily our Stirling generator produces 20 an hour. And so far, we're only using 12, so that's good. Let's see, so it's going to make waste rocks, so we'll put a dumping site right next to it. And we'll turn the drones loose here and we'll let them build things. Alright, so that both of these buildings. Okay, the oxygen building takes metal. The water extractor takes concrete and machine parts. Luckily, we have plenty of both. Oh, hey, we got an event here. Okay, let me know when the event screen came up there. Then let me know when you're done reading it.
Hold on, it froze for me for a second.
Sure.
It might be my internet though. Oh, I'm doing this on a new laptop and I guess I didn't save the password.
Uh-oh.
Okay, now I have to wrap it.
No, there's no wrong answer. We do already have a RC transport. Two won't hurt. But we do have the option of trading it for something else. Like $500 million or a free tech.
Yeah, I feel like we have enough money, so I would probably do a transport.
Okay.
Unless that 4.7 billion is going to
Not quite. No, not yet. At least. Let's see. So we'll land it near the rocket here. Let's see. Alright, so I should clarify the money then. That gets spent whenever we request supplies from Earth. That's the only place it gets spent. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Oops. Wrong button there. So, the other thing we can start doing is, even though we landed our rocket, we have orbital satellites that can start scanning terrain around us. I guess, so yeah, we should queue up a sector to start scanning. What do you think? You want to look further north, proceed south a little bit, head over to the east? Well, that's not bad logic. It is warmer. It is warmer south. Doesn't happen to apply in this case, but if you're like near the poles, then if you land near the poles for a colony, going south is much warmer. We happen to be in an area that doesn't have permafrost, but yeah. But that is a mechanic. I just didn't pick an area with it because I didn't want to overwhelm you too much. Let's see here. This area to the south has a high chance for more water. We could start with that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Awesome. Okay, we'll deploy that then. There we go. Hey, there's our supply pod. Probably has the rover in it. And the nice thing about this supply pod is that we can salvage it for metal. Nice and convenient. We recycle. How we doing up here? Drones are still building stuff, that's good. Hey, look at that. They built our Moxie. I forget what Moxie stands for, but it makes oxygen out of the air. Converts carbon dioxide into oxygen. So yeah, that's all set up now. Yeah. Let's see. And the drones are still building this northern part. Power cable all up and running. Okay, so let's see here. The second rover is idle, and we have more metal up here, so let's have it grab that. Oh, what do you know, we're out of space for metal on that little concrete pallet, so let's build another concrete pallet there that's dedicated to metal. And one of our rovers brought waste rock over. That's amusing. Oh, yep. My dad says MOXIE stands for Mars, Oxygen. He doesn't remember the I, but E is experiment. I don't know if you can probably see his chat there, so I probably don't need to read it off, but one more piece of concrete. Great. Perfect. Okay. We've got oxygen we've got an oxygen producer, and we're extracting water. So now, the fun part. Now we get to build a dome.
What does the dome do?
That's where everybody lives.
Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know.
Yep. So, we have 3 domes available. A basic, a micro, and a barrel. I recommend either the basic or the micro to start with. The basic can have more amenities in it, but the micro is a lot easier to maintain, especially in the early game. Both Both are perfectly manageable, just the basic's a little more work to manage early on, but it has great expansion potential. So, what do you think? Future-proof or...
I like the expansion potential.
Okay. That sounds good there. So, now the other fun part. Where to put it? Let's see. The particular sectors that we started in here, they don't really have any terrain features that scream "put the dome here," so it's pretty open-ended where we put the dome. I do kind of recommend putting it close to the oxygen in the water, of course, which would kind of lend itself to being north of the rocket. But what do you think? You want to put it there or somewhere else?
That's fine.
Okay. And of course, the other important point: aesthetics. We want a completely clear dome with kind of a grid top. Oh, they're just those two. I forgot I don't have the DLC installed. Yep. Oh yeah, we'll be zooming into the dome pretty often. But yeah. But yeah, essentially, do you want to give people a clear view of the sky, or make it more kind of reinforced and cagey? This is purely aesthetic. There's no gameplay mechanic on it. Yeah. It's purely a visual choice. There's no effect on the gameplay. Or on the game mechanics. Yeah. Well, I guess to move things along, I'll pick a clear dome. How's that sound? Yeah. Alright. So we gotta hook it up. We gotta hook it up to the water, and we gotta hook it up to the oxygen. Luckily, there are hookup points on the water. Yep. There. Kristen says we should give him whiskey instead of water. Yeah. And we'll hook up the oxygen here. Good. Now, last thing, it needs power. The basic dome needs 15 power an hour. Right now on our one Stirling generator, we are using 12 out of 20. So we're going to need to put the other Stirling generator down. So, let's go ahead and do that. Alternatively, we can power the dome with solar panels. And then store excess power in batteries for overnight use. But, in my opinion, that's needlessly complicated at the moment. Do we want to be practical, or do we want to have good green PR? Okay. I agree. Good choice. Explore sector. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Okay. This dome is going to take a bunch of resources. Let's see. Most of it concrete. Might be worth getting a second concrete extractor if we can find another source of concrete. Let's see. Let's see if we can find another source of concrete here. Let's see. Let's try this area.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Nope. No concrete there. That's being scanned still. Okay. All right. How are we doing on those autonomous scanning towers? Looks like 48% research progress. Okay. So that's still going to be a little bit. We're not on a real strict timer, so I guess I can let time go pretty quickly, and we can just patiently wait for the drones to build everything on the dome, every part of the dome here. It's going to take 80 concrete. That might be a few days. Let's see. That might be a few days with just one extractor. Let's see. What else can we build in the meantime here? Let's see. So while we're waiting for the dome to be built, there are a few other things we could build. We brought a fuel refinery with us, which allows us to make rocket fuel. It takes power and water. Right now, our water is a non-issue because it's making a lot, and the dome is only going to take so much. Let's see. Another thing we could build. We could also build some storage containers for both the oxygen and the water. Okay, Dad, take care. Got a work thing to take care of there. Yeah. Let's see here. So right now we're obviously producing more oxygen and more water than we need. So we could throw the excess in containers, in storage containers. Or we could get a fuel refinery up and running to refuel the rocket. Both are good ideas. Both are something we could do while we're waiting for the dome to be built there over the next few game days. Hearing some odd noises on the phone there.
Sector scanned. Select a sector to scan.
Sounds like you're making something there. Oh. Let me try calling you right back. Maybe that'll clear it up. Hey, sounds like that cleared it up. Not sure what that was. What that was on the phone there. Let's see. So yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so as I was saying, it's going to take a while for this dome to get built because it just takes so much raw material. In the meantime, we could build a fuel refinery to get the rocket relaunched and reused, or we can store our extra water and oxygen in containers. We just build them and connect them to the pipelines. Either one is a good idea while we're waiting. What do you think?
I guess we could go ahead and do the water and oxygen storage.
Sure. Alright, so
And actually, I need to go to dinner and see Jeremy with any help with dinner. We can pick up on this later.
oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, I thought you guys would be having dinner first. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. Jeremy had some lawn work to do outside before it got dark.
Oh, okay. Let me I'll save our session and
You know, if you want to build the water and oxygen, I don't mind if I come back later. You know, I guess you can catch me up if you want to keep playing.
Oh, actually, it's about 9 o'clock here. I think I was going to turn in once we got to a logical stopping point, like you needed dinner or something. But could continue tomorrow, maybe, if you wanted. Alrighty then. Yeah. We can continue tomorrow. Assuming you're still interested in the game, or if it's not too boring for you.
Yeah, let me look. When is tomorrow, Friday?
Yes.
I'll let you know, but if not, we can do this weekend for sure.
Sure.
So,
I know the game can be a little slow and overwhelming at first. I wanted to make sure it wasn't boring you to death there.
no, it's okay, and I kind of want to see what happens when the people get to Mars.
Oh, yeah, they 10 solar days. They have to survive 10 Martian days, and if we can pull it off, then everybody likes us on Earth, and we can then start bringing lots and lots of people in.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.